Country houses, townhouses, castles, stone circles and historic gardens. These are a few examples of our historic environment which are important to the uniqueness and sense of place in Aberdeenshire. It is shaped by the actions of people from prehistoric to more recent times. But how do we protect our historic environment? What does the Council consider when determining planning applications, and what will happen if we don't protect these sites? The most visible are our listed buildings. These are divided into 3 categories, A, B or C. These categories relate to their relative importance, based on their age and rarity, architectural design or historic interest, or their close historical associations to, for example, a well-known individual. The most common, however, are our archaeological sites, which include remains from every period, such as the Stone Age and World War II remains. They help us to understand how we used to live and how the historic and natural environments have changed over time. Nationally important sites are protected as scheduled monuments. Conservation areas protect groups of buildings or streets for their special architectural design or historic interest. These include fishing villages, the centres of historic towns, and important buildings set in their historic grounds. Some historic grounds, which are often associated with country estates, are recognised as being nationally important and are recorded in the inventory of gardens and designed landscapes. The inventory includes designed or ornamental landscapes such as private gardens, public parks, cemeteries, botanical gardens and plant collections. The rarest of our protected sites are battlefields, with only 4 recorded sites in Aberdeenshire. Battlefields hold a significant place in our national consciousness and have a strong resonance in Scottish culture. The Planning Authority will not allow development that would have a negative effect on the character, integrity and setting of a historic building, site, monument or area, and will take into account the materials proposed. The setting is the area that surrounds a protected site and mainly applies to listed buildings and archaeological remains. It can cover a small or large area depending on the nature of the site. The design, scale, layout, siting and materials used in the new development must be of the highest quality and respect the site's individual characteristics. Development on an archaeological site or within its setting, or where it would have a significant adverse effect on a designated historic garden, designed landscape or battlefield will only be allowed if there are social or economic benefits of overriding public importance. For example, a school or trunk road and there is no alternative site for the development. It is the developer's responsibility to provide information on the nature and location of the archaeological features prior to determination of the planning application. However, the Planning Authority not only has a duty to protect our historic environment, but to improve it. In the case of listed buildings, it is better that they are occupied. The local development plan supports the use of new development, such as houses, to secure the long-term future of a building that is listed on the Buildings at Risk Register. However, this is subject to it meeting the relevant policies in the plan. In exceptional cases, this policy could apply to a non-listed building of high historical value, which is at risk of imminent collapse or further decay and is worthy of conservation and reuse. The historic environment, whether it's protected or not, is important to us all. It contributes to the character of the area, the local tourist and leisure economy, and to the quality of life of the people who live there. But once a building or a protected site is lost, that is one less piece of our history for future generations. If you want to know more about the local development plan, please keep up to date on our website, visit our frequently asked questions webpage, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and watch our other short films on specific topics. Thank you.